What is going on today? Got the APPC on a roll. Look at that in a minute. Title of the video is the more we consolidate, the more I think we're going to go higher soon. Although we are falling, momentum is falling below the 34 on the 13 and the 8. But it's a real calculated, manageable consolidation in between the lines there. So when we get a bullish move, I wish I can write. If you follow my cursor, I guess we make a move up. The retracement is follow the bouncing ball into support. It's a bullish retracement. When we fall down, it's a different waveform. So we got a nice bullish waveform consolidation. It's my opinion, but I like the way things are moving here. Let's change this to a 60-minute. Squeezing this up a little bit. The accumulation distribution indicator looks like we almost broke out at one point, but we got still in this little channel. So waiting for a move. Not sure when it's going to happen, but the more we consolidate, the more I think that we're going to make a move soon. So we'll see how that opens here in a minute. Oop. Big mover was the APPC. I was mentioning this yesterday. Let's see. Let's find the chart where it broke out. What do we got here? 1 minute. Let's change this 15-minute chart. It was this flat top breakout. Ran up to resistance, came back into resistance, and then pop. It's a good move. You can see the daily breakout into previous lows. Very nicely done. And the weekly, of course, the reason why I was watching it in the first place was the cross over the 34, the big moves. Still got a lot of work to do, obviously. But nice balance point crossover. Now we got some longer term support moving on APPC. Something to watch there. My chart's all screwed up somehow right before the show. Oh, we got big moves on BAT. We were watching that one yesterday. Bam. The 5-hour chart, 4-hour chart is all screwed up, but it ran into resistance at 36, came all the way back into support, and just now it popped to 36. So this one's going to be nice to watch on the open. 2 minutes to the open. Very nicely done there, bot. Wow. That's one little move, and all day it moved into resistance from yesterday's break. broke, came in, made a little channel here. At the end of the day, it crashed here, all the way down into support, then bam, broke into another high. These things are tricky, crafty little things. Nicely done. Just have to watch this on the open. Let's see. Need to change this over. You can see the daily on BAT crossover, and then kind of you can see the nice U coming across. It, you know, the weekly's got a little trouble on the day and the below the 34, but it looks like it wants to make a move above. So next resistance is at about 5. So let's see if we can get this thing moving. Nice inverted hammer on that last minute chart. Boom. Nice. It's got some juice. Steam waking up on the daily chart. I want everyone to notice steam as the outside bar. We found support on the 3 or the 8 coming into the 13, waiting for a cross on a long-term chart. So watching steam on the open. I think I mentioned REP yesterday, but that fell back into support after its initial run. Still watching. And Theta, I think Theta ran into a brick wall. It did run up quite a bit most of the night. Where is Theta? Theta's been running for a while, so I imagine one of these days it's going to come back in. Looks like end of the day it ran into a brick wall there. You can see the weekly coming into previous lows up in this area. So it hit previous lows, made a new high at the end of the day, but we'll see if it can gather its legs and try again for higher prices. You can see the outside bar here into resistance, and then all of a sudden the pattern changed. I got high expectations for BAT as we get a new candle coming in. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what BitTorrent's doing, since it wants to show its faces. Opening positive today. Crossed over the 34, back into the 34. Let's see if it can't get some kind of reversal bar up in this area so we can get a continuation out of it. BitTorrent. Some of these haven't backfilled yet on the open, so Fuel had some good volume yesterday, so watch that one for a cross over the 34 on the daily. Bitcoin on the open skirting support. Looks like it broke down below previous lows. Let's see what happens there. I mentioned power a few days ago. Didn't have enough legs to get across resistance. Looks like we're opening up at 3% of the average volume right in the open. So nice 15-minute chart pop. VET looks a little tight on the 4-hour chart. The squeeze play on the 8 and the 13 on the weekly. Let's see what happens. Nothing yet coming up. BTC's got some volume there. Where's BAT? Let's look at BAT. See that long drop off. Someone's selling a bunch. Now we got a cross on the accumulation distribution. Let's see if we can't get this thing rolling again. 36 is resistance. 3600 there. It's 36, whatever it is, decimals. BTC continues to quarter of a point here on the up and up. Watching this pattern on the accumulation distribution, I got a reverse head and shoulders there. I see the left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder. BAT is kind of slow open. REQ, what's going on there? I don't see anything important. What else? Storm's popping its head up. Let's change this. You can see on the weekly on Storm how tight that is as the 8's crossing over the 13, and by time alone it's crossing over that long-term trend line. Let me see if I can pull that out. The long-term trend line. So pop it above the 8 on the weekly is important before this thing will get going. It needs to establish support first. It does have higher lows on the daily. Here's Go. Nice 4-hour chart on Go. Over the 34, back in, over, kind of U-turn here, higher lows. Now it's crossing. I got resistance at 530. It's at 515, but it is crossing over. It's establishing a support on the 4-hour chart. Could be nice. Could be nice. There goes BAT again. Watch 3600 on BAT. It's the 1-2 punch on that 4-hour chart. It hit 36, came all the way back down into support, and then it busted out of that resistance, made a new high for the day. Very nicely done. Looks like you got some movement here. 3600 on BAT. Nice open for BAT. TMB popped its head up there. You can see it. Still negative on the weekly. Pretty tight down here on the 4-hour chart, but nothing to see here yet. Let's go, BAT. APP yesterday. Let's do another one. Come on. Let's do it. Slap that pig. Come on. Nice 2-bar reversal. This BAT movement reminds me of every time I make a trade, I got to put my sell order in. Because sometimes they just smack it in an instant, and then you can buy it back at the low. It's just discipline. ADX. What's going on with you, ADX? 2-bar reversal, 60-minute chart. Watch ADX. That's another one of those low floaters, just popping. Pops, comes back in one of those instant moves. Dent, popped up. I like this daily chart on BAT. That's why I mentioned it yesterday. Another thing that happened yesterday was the accumulation pattern right over resistance outside of the price pattern break. And then boom. This stupid mouse went dead again. Damn, bar or bat. Stupid. My stupid mouse went dead. I gotta do it manually now. Arc. Bat back into resistance, I guess. It's like bat's coming back in. I don't see anything else so far. ARC may be turning a corner on the bottom there. REN, let's check it. It's coming across the daily 8. Nice inverted hammer, the topsy-turvy move. Inverted hammer, and then the push across the 34. That's a nice looking chart there on REN. PivX coming out from the bottom on the short-term charts. Go. It's got some resistance on that 4-hour chart coming across the daily 8. ICX 15-60 minute chart here. Bitcoin looks good. I don't see anything else. Via's got some volume. Percentage wise. BAT's got 6%. ARC's got 9%. Boom, boom, boom. No, I don't see anything else. I'm going to cut it short. Nice open on Bitcoin. Expect to move soon. Nice spike down. Nice move into resistance, coming back at a higher low. Accumulation distribution says we got a reverse head and shoulders working. So hopefully we can break that neckline. My bet's on BAT for the rest of the day. It may need to come down a little bit from here after the good push into resistance again. But as far as I can tell, these quick moves can happen really quick right across that resistance line at 36. So other than that, let's watch some Steam, EOS. Some of these bigger boys move across resistance as well. Litecoin, what's that been doing? Looks like Litecoin's coming back into support on that daily chart there. It's kind of got a rounding top there, breaking previous. APPC ran pretty good yesterday. Now it's coming back in. That's it. I'm going to call it a day. Let me know what's going on out there. I'll see you guys on the flip side. See you guys tomorrow.